All right. So this there's a picture of me interviewing Moby, who's a music composer, and this is at the event was the Genesis Awards, which is kind of like a Oscars for animal rights activists. And I present this to you because one thing you're going to think about in terms of writing your blog is it's going to be a blog where you're kind of covering the event from top to bottom about, you know, who was there, who did what, who won such and such award if the event happens to have awards connected with it. Or are you going to take more of a personal angle? I share this slide with you. I attended an event, maybe it was about a month ago, with the author Peggy Orenstein. There she is right there. She wrote Cinderella, My Daughter, this book. And I was attending the event thinking I was going to cover the event as a whole. Well, it ends up that's not at all what I was inspired by. I was actually inspired by one single sentence that she said. And I ended up, she brought up the point of the entanglement of sexuality of girls and the sexualization of girls. And I am very fascinated by that topic, and it's a very important one. And so I ended up writing a blog around that sentence, but I took a personal angle. So these are choices that you're going to make when you write your blog. Frankly, I think the personal angle is a great one if you're wanting to create discussion. Again, blogs come in so many different forms. Some are more journalistic, and some are much more diary-like and personal. And, you're writing for the Strong Women, Strong Girls blog, and I read through some of the blogs there, which are fantastic, by the way, and I saw that there was a bit of both. And, don't feel that you have to be one way or the other. You can write some more reporter-style journalistic ones, some weeks, and more personal ones other weeks. That's the beauty of a blog. So, for whatever event you're covering, you'll make that choice. If there's something that really touches you personally, then go for that. That's obviously where I say the energy is. I talk a lot about that. It's really, where you kind of feel that wow, and you feel inspired. Okay. So you've attended the event. You have your interviews. You have your notes. You've got, if you brought your audio, you've got audio notes as well. And if you brought a camera, you've got some visuals. Then you're going to spend some time, by yourself in your office or wherever, sitting outside, wherever it is for you, and with your notebook, and really reflect on what did you feel most excited about the event. What excited you truly? Who inspired you? It could have just been one particular person who you spoke with, and that is the whole direction you're going to take the blog from one thing that they said. What new facts did you learn? This is really good too, because even though a blog can take a personal angle, I always think it's so great to include, some facts or some statistics. It really helps kind of ground things, and I always think that those are great to include. Also, what questions came up for you? So you might have been learning new things or seeing new people, and they might have answered questions for you, but as they answered questions for you, what new questions came up for you? Those are really interesting, I think, to include in a blog. Then my suggestion here, and this is what I always do, is to write your blog as if you're writing to a friend who couldn't attend the event, but she or he really wanted to be there. So the advantage of this is that when you have that one person in mind the whole time you're writing the blog, you're connected to the reader the whole time. So you're going to think of that person, say, I'm just going to make something up, or I'll say my example. I have a friend named Sophie, and she's interested in a lot of the same things that I am. And many times when I write, I am writing specifically to her if she couldn't attend an event, or if she, I'll keep it just to events here. If she couldn't attend an event that I could. So I'm asking myself as I'm writing, am I making this understandable for her? Am I answering the questions that she might have? Am I making this exciting for her? So that is something that you can use for yourself. If there's someone who in your life who would have wanted to come to an event that you got to attend, write your blog directed to them, and it just makes it much easier for you, and then it makes it more exciting, not just for that particular reader that you just wrote to, but it really, other people pick up on that. You really come into a place of authenticity, when you're speaking that personally, and other people will pick up on that authenticity, and it'll create that discussion and excitement that you want on a blog.